I'm gonna show you how to take this can of beer and make some soap that would last for 2 months actually. So let's get started. I'm gonna walk you through the ingredients. This specific soap batch that I'm making, it's a pine tar plus beer based soap, so its consistency is different, but after I finish it, I will show you the actual beer based soap that I made, so you can see the difference as you add and remove certain ingredients. Pine tar is a very different ingredient, and you can only use like maximum of 10% in a single recipe. That's a recommended amount. In this process, I'm going to show you how to make the pine tar and beer based soap, or beer plus pine tar, call it whatever you want. So let's get started. I'm going to walk you through the ingredients and we'll dive into the cooking process. So let's get started with the ingredients. I will show you what I'm using. I usually experiment with different ingredients as I get started, but for this, let's start with the beer. You need to cook the beer so the alcohol evaporates. You can skip this part, but I don't want it to bubble or boil when I'm actually putting the chemicals into it. So I'm gonna cook it. I'm gonna make a tea out of that. I will show you what are the other ingredients that I add into that as well. So open the can of beer. There's about 500 grams of beer in this. Once you start cooking, it's going to reduce it to about 400, 350 or something like that. That's good enough for us for this recipe, because you are using 400 grams of oil and about 400 grams of beer, the liquid. I'm going to cook this on the lowest setting and remove the carbonation and stuff. You can see the bubbles going to go around, so let that happen. So all these ingredients gonna mix together. Color is gonna change. So let it brew, let it cook for a bit, and let it sit there for a while. Then we will start heating up the oils. So the next step is to warm up the oil. Then we will add the pine tar into it. So I'm gonna go get the pine tar and add a little bit of into this. As you can see, it's made for taking care of horse hooves. It melts in, like as you can see, it dissolves in the oil easily, warm oil. So that's why you need to warm it up. As you can see, it's all incorporated really well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to strain the beer, the liquid that we have got, the tea or the brew that we have got, and we will mix 100 grams of potassium hydroxide. 100 grams of potassium hydroxide goes into that. Then that goes into this. We will start cooking that. I will show you how that is done. Move this away for now. So as you can see, the beer color has completely changed. It has a little bit of blue and brown red in it, which is a good sign. Anyway, it's gonna be a black color anyway, so it doesn't make a big difference. Whatever that you use, pine tar is gonna take over and it will be a dark hue. So into this, we're gonna add the potassium hydroxide. These two, we have about 100 grams here. Gonna get very hot very fast. We'll mix together. What you're trying to do here is that let it thicken and let it incorporate together. You will get a thick consistency of a clay kind of a consistency. You'll see as soon as it changes. Almost there. As you can see, the consistency is completely changing. So once it becomes like this kind of consistency, you could easily pack this into containers, and for an example like this, Ziploc bags. Let it cool down. Then you can actually make this gel type of a soap. As you can see, it's very gel-like, and you can take a little bit and use it. You can boil it in warm water and like make liquid shampoo kind of a thing, and bottle it and use it, hand wash to shampoo, body wash, or whatever. You can do that also. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it cool, take a little bit of it and convert that to liquid soap. Now it's pretty much soap. You can use it as it is. If you take a small piece like this much and wash your hand, it will become creamy. I'm going to show you. This is all from that little bit of soap. Convert this to liquid. Put it back on the stove. Heat up on low, and make sure you check it because it will start foaming up and it will overflow. So it has happened to me a few times, and I'm telling you to avoid it.